Good evening. The graduating class of 2009 asks of you a very special request, the loving gift of silence. As a final remembrance of these last few moments of friendship, unity, and school spirit, the graduating class of 2009 asks that the roll call of names be received with dignity and honor. Each name standing alone, yet joined forever with others in a bond of shared achievement. The members of the class of 2009 have worked hard, and the accomplishments of this shining milestone in their lives. They ask only that you allow them to approach this threshold proudly in quiet reflection. Please demonstrate your respect for them by granting this request. Please rise at this time for the processional and remain standing for the presentation of colors.
May you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome, Dr. Lockamy, members of the Board of Education, principal, family members, and guests to the mid-year commencement exercises for the class of 2009. Graduation is a momentous occasion where we believe we are about to start anew. We are glad you are able to share this special event with us. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, parents, and friends of the graduating class of 2009, and I congratulate you for a job well done and for meeting the challenge that so many of you have taken on to achieve to graduate at mid-year. What a celebration. And I wanted to say I wish you the very best as you go forward. And you know, as you've gone through life, you've heard many of your family and friends talk about someone that you probably are very familiar with called common sense. How many of you know common sense? Just raise your hand if you know common sense out there. Okay, great. Well, you know, common sense has always told you to, come in out of the rain when it's raining, and life isn't always fair, and sometimes we have to accept responsibility for what we have in our lives. And so I know that you have accepted that responsibility and you're ready to move on with your life to greater things, to high school, to college, to technical school, to the world of work. So many opportunities out there. But recently I picked up the London Times, and I was reading the London Times, and I saw an obituary. And it was an obituary about someone that you just said that you knew, Mr. Common Sense. And the obituary read like this: "Today we mourn the passing of a beloved friend, Common Sense, who has been with us for many years. No one knows for sure how old he was, since his birth records were long ago lost in a bureaucratic red tape. He will be remembered as having cultivated such valuable lessons as I said earlier, knowing when to come in out of the rain, why the early bird gets the worm, life isn't always fair, and maybe it was my fault. Common sense lived by simple, sound financial policies. Don't spend more than you can earn, and reliable strategies such as adults, not children, are in charge. You are an adult now because you are a graduate, and you must remember you make the rules and that you expect everyone to follow." Common sense began to fail in its health rapidly when well-intentioned but overbearing regulations were put into place. Reports of a 6-year-old boy was charged with sexual harassment for kissing a classmate. And you've heard and read about these kinds of things when common sense became really upset. When a teenager was suspended from school for using mouthwash after lunch, and a teacher was reprimanded for correcting an unruly student. And common sense lost his ground when parents began to attack teachers for doing the job that they themselves had failed to do in disciplining those unruly students. Common sense failed even further when schools were required to give parental consent to administrators to give a child or put a child giving them sun lotion at a spring carnival. But also when the child had a headache, and common sense became upset because you could no longer give the child anything to help relieve the pain. Common sense lost the will to live as some churches became businesses and criminals received better treatment than their victims. Common sense took a beating when you couldn't defend yourself for someone breaking into your home, and the burglar who broke in could sue you for an assault. Common sense finally gave up the will to live after a lady failed to realize that a steaming cup of coffee was hot. She spilled a little in her lap and was promptly awarded a huge settlement. Now, some of you are and have known Mr. Common Sense for a long time because Common Sense has passed on. He was preceded in his death by his parents. His parents were named Truth and Trust. He was preceded in death by his wife, Discretion, and his daughters, Responsibility. And he had one son called Reason. He is survived by 4 stepbrothers. You may know these, and I know that you've heard these stepbrothers speak. First stepbrother was named I Know My Rights. The second stepbrother was I Want It Now. The third stepbrother was named Someone Else Is to Blame. And the fourth one is I Am a Victim. Not many attended his funeral because so few realized that he was gone. I want you, as graduates of this class, to remember common sense. Let's bring common sense back into our lives. And let's give to it the next generation of students, the next generation of persons that follow you. Bring back common sense so that you will always know what is right and you will always be successful. As I look in the audience, and I know that many of you used to know common sense, and I know that as we go forward with this graduating class, that we will not listen to the stepbrothers. We will not listen to, I know my rights, I want it now, someone else is to blame, I am a victim. I want you to remember Mr. Common Sense, his family, trust and truth, discretion, responsibility, and his son, Reason. I congratulate you this afternoon. I wish you the very best as you go forward with your life, as you enter the next phase of your life. And I want you to always remember that everyone that you meet has value. I want you to be truthful. I want you to trust. And I want you to go forward with responsibility. You have accepted responsibility for your life. You would not be here this afternoon. I congratulate you and I wish you Godspeed. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm honored to introduce the following principals. Dr. Deion Stone of A.E. Beach High School, Ms. Linda Olson, R.W. Groves High School, Mr. William Brandon, H.B. Jenkins High School, Dr. Freddie Gilliard, Sol C. Johnson High School, Ms. Odessa Richards, Savannah Arts Academy, Dr. Tony Jordan, Savannah High School, Mr. Barry Lawless, Windsor Forest High School, Dr. Roy Davenport, Alternative Programs. Thank you.
Will the class of 2009 please stand? Having met the requirements of the Savannah Chatham County Board of Education and the Board of Education of the State of Georgia, I hereby declare, by the power vested in me, that you, the class of 2009, are graduates of the Savannah Chatham County Public School System. Congratulations.
Leasia Green. Raven Hayes. Victoria Shakita Jones. Charmaine Orr. Chantrell Richardson. Jordan Anthony Trevino. Deontay Alicia Williams. Fallon Cannon. Vincent Charles Welch. Stephanie Horton. Joseph Cecil Knight. Joseph McCain. Brittany Valerie Richardson. Whitney Robertson. Erica Denise Walker. Samuel Leroy Aiken. Corey Armstrong. Jamari Bazar. Corey C. Burns. Brittany Tanisha Drayton. Christopher D. Wesley Lewis. Ralph Lloyd. Lamar Timmons. Dominic Colbert. Laura Ashley Washington. Amber Neal Wilfer. Donald Wright Jr. Kadeem Omar Clark. Abdullah Ali. Janae Ravana Alicia Marie Gordon. Marquel Martin. Ryan R. Larson. Tawana Ali. Sonia Bennett. Michelle Teresa Crummer. Anita Evans. Eric J. Reed. Valerie Angel Perry. Gerard Benjamin Owens. Sierra S. Carolyn Singleton.
Deanna Dewar. Sharonda P. Moses. Linda and Jennifer Kennedy. Jamila L. Hibbert. Michael E. Lachey Memorial. Christina Impact. Zola Ola Maria Latina. Sean Reed. Michael Sanders. Philip Taylor Jr. Christy Williams. Michael F. Wright Jr.
Good evening. For the graduating class of 2009, please stand. Superintendent Dr. Lockamy. Again, Superintendent Dr. Lockamy, Board of Education President Dr. Buck, Board of Education members, members of the Central Office Administration, and my fellow principals. It is with a great deal of pleasure and honor that I present to you a group of students who refuse to quit, who refuse to have the dreams of their grandparents and their parents and uncles and aunts deferred. I certify that these distinguished students standing before you have successfully completed the requirements for graduation for the state of Georgia and the Savannah-Chatham County Board of Education. I proudly present the graduating class of 2009. Congratulations.